You know, if you ask Kristen out from statistics, she'd probably say yes.
That's why I don't ask.
Too shy or too scared?
Too busy.
That Captain America, he's kind of a catch. He's good looking, of course, all-American guy, really polite, but he doesn't seem to have a girlfriend like the other superheroes, right?
Not yet, but he does have options.
Yeah, so let's
He's saving the world and has options.
Saving the world, and let's talk about some of those options. I'm on USA Entertainment now with entertainment writer and our resident USA Today nerd, Brian Truitt. So, yeah, you said Captain America has some options. In the movie, the new movie, what are we looking at?
Okay, so in the first movie, back in World War II, there was some sparks between him and Peggy Carter, who was played by Haley Atwell, and that relationship is actually kind of beautifully comes to an interesting finale kind of in this new movie. I'm not going to spoil what it is, but it's cool. But then yeah, it's cool. But he does have options in the new movie. There's Black Widow, who he started with who Chris Evans started with, you know, Scarlett Johansson in the Avengers, and you know
she's like an opposite to him, right?
Yeah, I mean she's like, you know, cold Russian spy, and he's like good guy American, you know, idealistic and everything. But they actually kind of work personality-wise. I mean, I think they both make each other better in a lot of different ways. And there's an extended part of the movie where they're just Steve and Natasha kind of on a road trip, no costumes or anything. And there's another point where, you know, he gets something more than just a hug from a female. Ooh. And you know, he's like, and he says, you know, I'm 95, I'm not dead. So there is, I mean, it's joking, but the fact is that, I mean, he's still a red-blooded American guy.
Yeah,
so.
and there's another female potential love interest in the movie.
Yeah,
right?
Emily Van Camp makes her first appearance as a SHIELD agent, Agent 13, in this movie, and she has a small role, but I mean, kind of, there's something there for if there's a Captain America 3, they might bring her back, you know, for another potential love interest.
Right, and some comic book fans know that in addition to these ladies, there are even more love interests in Captain America's life. Like, hasn't he dated a villain before?
Yeah, Diamondback. Back in the 80s, the late 80s, they kind of fell in love. Diamondback was a member of the Serpent Society. She's super villainous, and but she fell in love with Captain America, and kind of that was her thing to turn straight and kind of like not be a good guy, but kind of be more of an anti-hero character. And there's also, you know, one of his longtime loves is Sharon Carter, who was in SHIELD, and you know, kind of they've had a long-term thing going, but she's kind of not among us right now. But you know, comic books, they always come back.
Right. Well, thank you so much for sharing your relationship info on Captain America. But in the movie, we're going to see a little more than a hug, Brian tells us.
A little more than a hug once, yeah.
And to read Brian's stories all about Captain America, the Winter Soldier, you know where to go. It's movies.usatoday.com.